30 seconds and counting. 25 seconds and counting. 20 seconds and counting. 15 seconds and counting. 10 seconds, 9 seconds and counting.
7 seconds
6 seconds and
counting.
counting.
Like 4 seconds and counting.
seconds
2
and
seconds and
counting.
counting. 1 second and counting. That's it. We're done.
In a world oversaturated with more opinions
And
More opinions!
or
Snide.com
with whoops. Alex and the Garbage Man. Meow.
Holy fuck! That's it.
So
Show's
I'm
over.
wondering-
We're done.
I'm wondering at what point has the intros that I've created either jumped the shark or been eaten by the shark? Like, how far is too far?
Oh, you haven't gone far enough yet. Oh, fuck. This is only like, what, show 6 or 7? Oh,
Yeah.
Christ. We got a long way to go before you get there. God damn, man. Fuck. It is hot as balls here.
It is. It's summer here now.
Yeah. I don't want to be one to bitch, but I'm going to bitch because, like, this is like in July, you're kind of ready for it. You know it's coming. You know, like mid-July, you're getting ready. And then August, the beginning of August, you're like, this is so shitty. But we're beginning of June. That's ridiculous.
And in the winter months, November, December, January, I myself am thinking I can't wait for the summer. I'm going to enjoy every day. I can't wait for the warm weather. And then it comes and I'm like, oh, good Lord, it's too hot. It should be a little bit cooler. You know, always that constant bitching about the weather.
You know
Hey.
what? I'm the guy that I like fall and spring. And I agree with bro. I like winter now, especially. I mean, I do a lot of work, of course, during the winter, like with snow removal and stuff, but it's not the same as it was when I was with Volker. So I like the winter now. I'm back to loving winter because, of course, for the time I was at Volker, I hated winter. So it's cool, Trevor. Which mom? I got, there's 2 of them up there. So, yeah. So hot as balls. Then we're like, it was supposed to get some rain next week, but that's all changed. It's still supposed to be warm as balls. Won't be hot as balls, but definitely warm. It's definitely batwing weather.
That's always puzzled me about southern Alberta, even though I've only been back and forth really quick, is the rapid temperature and weather change. I call it twilight zone weather.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, well, even if I think I shared the picture, I know it was because it was Thursday that it happened. It snowed right before May Long. It snowed like on the Thursday of May Long. There was snow on the ground. It's stuck. So, excellent, Trevor. Actually, while we're here, I'd like to I already wished her a happy birthday. Wish my mother a happy birthday again on air. It was her birthday yesterday. And it is my son's 17th birthday tomorrow. If I don't strangle him first, but it is 17. I'm just totally joking for context. Where's our disclaimer? Good Lord. But yeah, he's 17 tomorrow. Thinks he's 37. So, but yeah, Brody's right. I mean, there's been times since I've been down here that we're playing baseball in January because the fields have cleaned. I mean, it's a little windy, but the fields have melted and we're playing baseball in January.
Wow.
Yep. It's quite the thing when you go from, where we grew up for 24 years myself and you for what, 19, 20, and to go to Vancouver, of course, you knew what you were getting into, right? With the rain and stuff like that. But I didn't quite, because I had always heard, I knew Calgary got snow and stuff, but I didn't realize like the rapid changes. It would, you could see all 3-4 seasons in a day. It's just, ridiculous.
Ugh.
So
And I didn't say it as they were coming in, but hello, Trevor and Brody and Tamara and Sarah and Ryan. Thank you all for being here. It's the usual suspects.
And Chad's a poo head. 'Cause Chad's at work trying to make that money. Stuff. So let's talk about it. Let's just get because I'm curious. I'm curious what the people in the chat will say. Like, apparently Alex was telling me that there's apparently a Pepsi Coke debate going on again. At all things in the world that we need to worry about right now, it's Coke and Pepsi. Seriously. So, hi Quinn. Seriously, can we not do this? Who cares? Drink what you want to drink. Drink whatever horrible drink for your body it is that you want to drink.
That will increase your risk of getting diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah. I got right here. Who cares? And I said to you and I'm the same with Brody. I like ginger ale. And I know Brody likes Dr. Pepper. Between Coke and Pepsi, whichever one's on sale. That's how I roll. If it's like, oh, look, Coke Zero's on sale, I'll buy Coke Zero. Oh, Pepsi Max is on sale, I'll buy Pepsi Max. That's how I buy my pop. It's whatever's on sale.
Motivated by money.
Yeah.
For the silver medal. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll tell, so when was the last time you've partaken in a carbonated beverage of pop proportions?
I want to say it was 2015. However, that may be wrong. I didn't write it down, so I don't know for sure. Why would I write down something like that? I'm going to guess 2014. I remember there was one time during one summer where I was really thirsty, so I partook in the chugging of such a carbonated beverage. I want to say it was A&W root beer or a root beer in general, because it was in a can. And at the time it was great, but haven't had any since.
I will say, now that you said that, I got to say now, my favorite pop, but I can't find the diet stuff, only at Wendy's, is Diet Barks root beer. Barks root beer is the best root beer. Barks, the one with bite.
Now, why diet? What's the difference between diet and regular?
Sugar content. One's got aspartame, one's sugar. I know neither one are good for you. So I understand for everyone. That aspartame will make a girl a third testicle and yes, I know.
Bro science. Science.
I'm 41 years old. I know it's not good for me. It's the same when I have a cigarette. That shit'll kill you. So run into your fucking dick liquor. Shut up.
What do you mean Barks has bite?
Johnny? Somebody goes up. Ouch. I haven't seen him this happy since he got his heels. Ouch. Ouch.
What was that commercial where they said New York City?
Wasn't that the paste, like the sauce? This stuff was made in New York City. New York City. I think that's when you're thinking of. I could be mistaken though. Okay, so here's a question. I've just remembered my question. I gotta ask it before I forget. Now we're talking about this. I'll give you two. Okay. Now I'm gonna explain this before, because I already know Brody would be like, "Well, technically, I'm gonna say Ben and Jerry's ice cream because then I can have any flavor of Ben and Jerry's that I want to have."
You just descended to burr.
Well, so if you.
I can't wait to meet Brody in person. He's going to talk like that.
Okay, so if you could have, I'll give you two things that you could eat without any, you could have any two foods you could live off of. You could have without any, no getting fat, diabetes, the shits, anything. What would those two food items be? Now, they have to be specific down to, I will give mine. Mine would be a pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut and butter ripple ice cream. that I could eat with no like that not gonna affect my diabetes, not gonna make me sick, but you can eat because that's why I want to get it down to a science, the bro science, because I just want you to be like, well, pizza, because technically then I could have any kind of pizza around the world, specific food that you can eat.
The Capilano burger from the Tomahawk restaurant and Oreo ice cream.
Oh, good call. See, I love me some Oreos and the ice cream, but a couple weeks ago I got some of those Fudgio cookies, and I'm not supposed to eat them. These ones were double stuffed.
Giggity.
I took 3 pills that time because that blood sugar, like my skin was crawling.
Were you hallucinating and
Dude,
shit?
I felt like I was like, because holy shit. So,
Ooh, I haven't been to Five Guys yet, but I might go one day.
excellent. If for a good burger, dude, freshly made, I can't go to Five Guys for cheeseburgers because I can't just eat one, and it's not cheap. So I mean, I can, but it has to be like a lunch. And yeah, even with the fries, Brody, I would rather get 2 burgers and no fries, because the fries, when you order a large fries, they give you a big like Mr. Munchie's cup full of fries. Okay, dump it in a brown bag and then take a big scoop. Yeah, see you next week, Dickley. Take a big scoop of fries and throw it on top of them. That's what you get.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Tyler Ryan sex tape.
Walked right into that one.
Oh, of course. Ahoy, ahoy. Oh, Five Guys. I love Five Guys. I love when Five Guys dribble down my chin. What? The burger sauce. Wow. Alex, I am appalled.
Yep, this is the day and age in which we live.
Yeah. You had day and age. We would have been saying that shit back in the day too. The thought of Five Guys right now makes me really happy. Anyways, so why specifically that burger? Is that honestly the best burger you've ever had, in your opinion?
In recent times, yes. And I had 2 of those burgers the week before I went on keto. And I realize now that in my old age, I can't do that anymore. I can't have 2 burgers because it's way too filling. Mm-hmm. And I got so full to the point of being sick, but not the actual explosion of being sick. I passed my prime in eating like that.
Me too. I had a medium pepperoni pizza the other night, and this come from a guy that used to kill a large onion rings without a problem. Yeah. I have 1 piece left, and I felt so fucking bloated, like I almost felt like just going to throw up just to get it over with.
Were you like the first victim from 7? And if you got kicked, your stomach would explode?
Probably, yeah. And it just happens I have a shit bucket right beside my couch, so it just works out. Oh, wait.
You got to have 2 buckets, one with the label on it.
Shit, poo, shit and pee. But yeah, it's just I don't know why it is like. So the best burger that I have had, the one I can think in my head, and it's not a Five Guys fat burger. I mean, I usually get a burger wherever I go, because to me, a burger, it does happen, Brody. Before you say it, it's hard to fuck a burger up. Usually, the odd one here or there is like, okay, that wasn't great. It was like a frozen patty. I wasn't a fan of it, But the King Eddie in Calgary, Alberta, downtown, just down from the Saddle Dome. Hi, Casey. You're
What's
gay.
Up, Casey?
I love you. We went to go watch my cousin Drew and his band play there, and we got the burger from there. Holy cow. The best burger. I like to say, I like to say it's the best burger for. I'm sure I've thought some more. Yeah, title your sex tape because you want to throw 2 larges back right now. Yeah.
Yes, Casey. Yes.
Welcome to the conversation, Casey. He's like, let me scroll back and see what I missed. Oh, Brody's gay. And
Flame more in the comments.
there was also a place between the Manitoba and Saskatchewan border. I can't remember the little town, but we stayed there. We were doing some cementing there for the oil field, and that was the best clubhouse I've ever had. Like, it was in the middle of nowhere, just this little, and the hotel was cool because there's times we wouldn't get in like 1 or 2 in the morning. And he's like, "Yeah, buzz me if you guys need food. I'll come down and make it."
Wow.
Yeah, it was. I wish it was Moon something. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was amazingly good. So, and that's why I never get steaks when I go out, because I've had too many bad experiences with steaks where they're not done right. And I hate sending food back because I've been sitting here like, I'm hungry, and then like you bring my food to me and it's wrong, but it's like I didn't get this swimmer's body by sending food back. So I'm going to eat this. And then it always bugs me when you hear people, or you'll see like, well, what's wrong with the food? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's just being picky. No, bitch, this is what the guy wanted. You really think he wants to sit here while the rest of his friends are eating, waiting for his food, and now the whole rest of the crew, has to wait for him to eat? You fucked up. Just own it.
Yeah. If I can't remember ever sending food back, and I won't, because I saw this movie called Waiting from 2005.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the saying in that movie was, don't fuck with the people who make your food. Even though you, like, a complaining aside or being a perfectionist, you have the right to send the food back because you want it done a certain way. However, in most cases, it makes you look like a whiny bitch to do so. So I myself, I just eat it. Thank you very much. That's great. Here's a tip, and I'm on my way.
Now, to go on Sarah's comment there, I don't remember who had ordered it, but this is when Sarah was living down here. We took all the kids. Listen to how shitty this service was. So there's me, Kim, and Cole, and then I Sarah. I'm not sure if Ben was there, but irrelevant. And her 2 kids. And at the time, Reese is a year. Dee's 3, 4, right? 4, 5-ish in there, right? We were in there for an hour waiting for food, trying to entertain 3 kids for an hour in a restaurant.
Whoa.
Okay. They effed up Devin's food. It was horribly wrong. Cohen's was completely wrong. Kim, they brought out, I think it was Kim's egg benny. It might have been Sarah's egg benny. And my wife, and I mean, Kim for a lot, but she wasn't so outspoken, I found, when we were growing up together. She looked at this waitress dead in the face and said, I don't know what this is, but I work in the service industry and I would never send this out to anyone. Because it looked like a loogie. The whole thing. Like, eggs benny is usually like a brighter yellow, right?
Yeah.
It was like that loogie color. That's the color of the Bennett. Like, that's how it looked, the color on it. And Kim just looked her dead in the eyes and just like, yeah, I work in the service industry and I would have never sent this out to anybody. Take this back. Like, yeah, me, that's just it. I always go back to Road Trip. Remember when the guy's like, I can't have any powdered sugar on my French toast.
Oh, it's been too long since I saw that movie.
And the little DJ Quail guy. Remember the big fat guy takes the French toast, he puts one in his ass and puts one in his crotch. And he's like walking around. He's like, hey, it'll be right out. Don't worry. He's like walking around. Yeah, that's what I always think about when I send out food. Like, yeah. Yeah, if you're blue, yeah, that's true, Brody. If you order a blue rare steak and it's brown, yeah, they fucked that up. Yeah, they really did fuck that up. Hey, Casey, if you're still listening, you need to do some homework and find out how much that machine was I asked you about. I think you might have been a little too young to remember, Alex, but they had that arcade above the bowling alley back home.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember they used to have the Nintendo game where you could choose a bunch of different games? Like, they had like Super Mario and Excite Bike, and there was a couple. That's only 2 I remember off the top of my head, but there was a bunch of games. Casey found one of those, and he took a picture and it was on his Instagram. And I'm like, how much do they want for that? I would never order because it cost way too much to get up here. I was just curious, but I remember playing that. I remember I was playing Excite Bike, and Mom didn't want me in that arcade. and I was playing Excite Bike, and I got on the shoulder. I'm like, just wait. And then I'm like, I'm playing. And I remember I was only 6 or 7. Yeah, player choice 10. That's what it was. I want to know how much they want for it. I'm just curious. And yeah, I know, really. I didn't realize Frank was on Thursdays, and it's a whole thing.
It's just unfortunate, though, but thanks for being here, really.
I appreciate it. And then the tap came on again, and I turned around, and there's my mom standing over me. Shh.
Nicholas Broadbent.
Nicholas Morgan.
Yeah.
No, dude, I got in so much trouble as a kid. Stephanie Blackler didn't know my last name was Broadbent. She would go, Stephanie Blackler, Nathan Blackler, Sarah Broadbent, Nicholas Morgan. Yeah, always Nicholas Morgan. Yeah.
I don't think my parents or any relative for that matter ever scolded me by starting with my full name. Don't ever recall that happening. Oh well.
No, I never got Nicholas Broadbent. It was always Nicholas Morgan.
Yeah, Frank does, depending on the content of the show, he goes for a good 2.5 hours, especially if it's movies, like the war movies he's doing tonight. It would not surprise me in the least. They're going for a good 2.5 hours, because war movies in general are 2 hours plus. They're kind of like,
they're long. Yeah.
They're kind of like our version of Indian Bollywood movies. And those movies, the short ones are 2 hours. Those go on 3 and 4 hours, which is insane.
Really? Jesus.
Really, where in the world? I swear you're in Canada, but I think it's Eastern Canada.
I think he's Ontario. I believe he's in Ontario.
That would be great.
Guess what I found? I'm excited about it. So we were looking for stuff for Cohen. So we were looking through the movie posters. I found a Jaws movie poster. Oh, Kim did. Yeah, and I'm like, it's mine. And I'm like, they didn't have any left. I'm like, oh, she's like, well, do you want this one? I'm like, yes, I do. So yeah, I just got to get a frame for it. It'll be going up. I think it might go up in between there, right in the middle there.
Good idea.
Or maybe where's that space? Maybe we'll go over that by the drums, because then people could see it. If it's right there, my mic kind of blocks in. But
Toronto,
hey, speaking of Toronto, we got some shit to talk about there, really. How about them Maple Leafs? Huh? You know, I don't know. Brody, did you do your show last night? I missed it if you did it. Because
I apologize that I'm not sharing your show, Brody. I'm just not a sports guy. I should, though. I apologize.
Well, no, because we had a bet.
Oh.
We had a bet. And I got to make sure I get a picture of it. Because the bet was whoever's team lost, they had to win the winner's team, something from the winner's team.
Wear something, yeah.
Yeah, so he's supposed to wear a shirt or one of my jerseys or so.
Yeah.
No, it's not off, so. Oh yeah, you're up at camp, that's right. Yeah. Really? Whenever Jaws really made the comment there about watching Jaws for the 25th time, I couldn't even make a guess, because whenever it came on TBS, I'd watch it. And I can't get tired of it. I think it's a perfect movie. I really like. How great is a movie when you don't even see the shark really till the end?
That's the thing. Yeah,
that's
in
the
those
beauty
days,
of it.
You wanted to hide the sales pitch, if you will, or the big reveal. That's what that was all about.
Mm-hmm. And like, just to have the barrels are what sells the shark.
Yeah.
And then that was the thing with Cohen. My son, he had to do a monologue for English, and he just did some short, stupid one. And I'm like, I'm so disgusted in you. And he's like, why? And I'm like, you couldn't have come to, hey, Dad, you got any ideas? Because the first thing that came to my mind, well, aside from Snatch, aside from when Vinny Jones does the whole thing that I used to do, but I was like, when Quinn tells the story about the sinking of the ship after they delivered the bomb, and he tells that whole story. I'm like, read that. And he read it. He's like, oh, that's really good. I'm like, you should have done something like that. I love that part. Remember we always used to sing the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But maybe the chip off the old block isn't exactly the chip. Maybe he's not the showman you are,
It's definitely not.
So I can understand.
Which is, I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I haven't. I've watched 1 and 2. I didn't mind number 2 as well. I didn't mind it. But oh yeah, Quinn's story is the best part of the movie. Like the monologue is just amazing. Oh god, I can do the main part. So show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it went straight to my head. There you go.
We sung that at least once or twice at a party.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say there was one with Sir Michael Caine.
It was horrible. That's when the shark was roaring and it's out of the water. It's like, remember he stabs it with the boat? It's like, oh, good Lord. I didn't mind the Jurassic World ones. I didn't mind them.
You're talking about from 2015 and stuff?
Yeah, those ones I didn't mind. But the idea of them thinking it's a good idea, it's already failed 3 times. But let's just try again. What could go wrong?
You wouldn't have a movie if they didn't try.
Exactly. And I didn't mind them. Yeah, I have to disagree, really. That one with Michael Caine was god-awful. I like Deep Blue Sea. I like shark movies. Meg wasn't bad for what it was. I mean, it was cheesy as fuck, but
I haven't seen the Meg. The most recent shark movie that I've seen, and this was part of a short-lived YouTube show that I was a part of called Jack's Not Ready, was, I think, Ghost Shark. So the premise of the show Jack's Not Ready is we take our good friend Jack, the filmmaker, who was one of my co-hosts for the You Missed It podcast. We sit him down and we make him watch a terrible movie and we record his reaction. And there are a bunch of us in the room with him giving our reactions as well. And at the end, Jack gives his opinion and then that's the show. It was a fun little show.
I'm looking this up right now. Ghost Shark.
It's cheesy AF.
When rednecks on the fishing trip kill a great white shark, its spirit comes back for revenge and soon turns its sights on the small town of Smallport. Dun dun dun! That sounds awful.
Yeah. I don't know that I've seen Sharknado, but I've heard it's funly dumb.
Yes. And the only reason I like Samuel Jackson's death is when Dave Chappelle's doing the Sam Jackson beer. They ate me! A fucking shark ate me!
That's a classic bit.
Yes, drink, bitch! You'll be fucking fat girls in no time!
It'll get you drunk.
It'll get you drunk. You stop yelling at me? This is how I talk! Haven't you seen any of my movies?
Juice! That was a good one. And that was a young Bill Burr that was in that too.
Was it Bill Burr in that?
He was the guy that said, "Can you stop yelling at me, please?" That was Bill Burr, for fuck's sake. That
Holy
was great.
shit! Wow, yeah. A shark, Deep Blue Sea, a shark. They fucking ate me.
Classic. I love that.
Fuck.
I've still got that video clip on my computer. Terrible potato cam quality, but
I watch it all the time. That's it.
Yes.
And speak like this thinking, like how you say potato video. And do you, I don't know if you remember, but just how videos have changed and whatnot, or just like getting videos. I remember having a collection on my computer, and Dustin Skalicki used to love sitting when we get drunk and just watch all the dumb videos that I had. Because you never see anything like it, right? So, but on that note, I actually might cave. I asked the kid if he wanted to do it. I think I'm going to get YouTube Premium. Because I am sick of the ads. It is ridiculous.
No, I didn't watch Friends when it was on TV, maybe an episode or two, but I wasn't a big fan. Nothing against it. It's just not for me, I guess. So no, I didn't see the reunion.
I haven't watched the reunion. I don't have HBO, so I did not watch the reunion. I'm on a no Friends viewing for probably quite a while because that's all that was on in the hospital when I was in the hospital.
So that gives me an idea of why you said the words, quote, fuck your freedom, end quote. I know that I'm taking that out of context, and I'm just messing with you. But you were so pissed off, you're like, fuck people's freedom.
No, I was pretty fucked up. There's a lot of those videos I do, like that first week, there's stuff in there I don't remember. I do remember calling like a helpline, like to talk to somebody, but vaguely, I don't remember what the fuck I said to them.
Wow.
Like the first week was, I don't remember. I remember hallucinating, having really messed up dreams. Like I was guarding a fucking field in Saskatchewan. I remember that, and like there was a shed, and there was like critters running around. That's how fucked up I was. Yeah. I think actually when I was younger, I loved Friends, and not that I don't enjoy it now, but now that I'm older, I fucking hate Ross. He's such an asshole, and Rachel's a twat. Like she's a bitch, and and it always used to be like Joey and Monica. I find I like Chandler or Joey and Phoebe. I like Chandler and Monica the best. Do you think Taxi or does it cost as much? Do you think Taxi or does the Brady Bunch cost or count as a sitcom? Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, Brady Bunch. Yeah, that would be a 60s sitcom. Sure,
I'd see both of them would be. Well, I don't understand why they wouldn't be. I don't think why anyone would think. I'd like to hear an argument why they wouldn't be considered comedies.
Again, this boils down to communication. We have to agree on definitions of words, terms, and phrases.
True, but I don't know. I know it sounds maybe this is not a way to say. Okay, this is a sorry, I lost. Like, if it has a laugh track, even in the see, this is the whole thing about the concussion too. I still say, if it has a laugh track, it's comedy, in my opinion. If there's a laugh track, it's a comedy.
Yeah, Frasier. I liked that spin-off show. That was a good one.
You want to know what? I've only recently gotten really back into it, and I know The Simpsons. Man, we're in a season 19 or 20, and I haven't seen any of these because I really just kind of moved away from The Simpsons. They're hilarious. They're still hilarious. Corner Gas was funny. It has its moments too, where you kind of get that little bit of chuckle. Yep. Well, speaking of Canadian stuff too, I know I love how we bounce over on the show. I found a Spirit of West cover, or it wasn't a cover, but it was. So if I read it right, the lead singer ended up getting Alzheimer's, and they had this big thing where it was called Spirit of Canada: Home for a Rest, and it was a dude from like Great Big Sea, Sarah McLachlan, Eddie from Backstreet Boys from Bare Naked Ladies. They all sang. Home for a Rest. It was a really good cover. I quite enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah, buddy. No, it wasn't. I couldn't get into Schitt's Creek. I tried to get into Schitt's Creek. Title of your sex tape. I liked MASH. MASH was like my dad loved. We watched MASH all the time. I don't know how it was in your house there, Alex, but we watched it all the time. Excuse me.
I don't remember seeing MASH at all.
No?
Not
Wow.
at all. I know there was a movie called MASH directed by Robert Altman. That I'd be interested in seeing, but TV shows, I'm not a TV guy.
I'm just looking at stuff I've watched recently. I just watched Queen set from '86. You know, we're still bouncing all over here. Keep talking about the shows, guys. I'm just because this is where we're going with the show. We just go everywhere. But that Live Aid set from Queen,
Oh yeah.
that has to be one of the best sets ever. Like beginning to end. You know, it's great. I've never seen the MASH movie. I've watched the shit out of the series, but yeah, I've never watched the MASH movie. Yeah, my fucking ouch.
Speaking of Robert Altman, I'll mention this, and this is for you, really. He did a movie in, I want to say 1972 or something like that. It's called Images. It's kind of a strange movie, but it's interesting. You might like it. There's the Chad. How are you, man?
Still waiting for your self tape?
Yeah, I apologize, Jolene. It's trying to find a reader. I need a decent reader, and I don't have one. I apologize. I know I said I'd get on it, and I will. I know you're going to production pretty soon, and so I know I got to get on that. I apologize.
What is a context, or is that just a private conversation?
It's a somewhat private thing.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and for the whole Queen, it was the whole performance of it and the energy of the set.
Yeah, because the crowd was hyped to see Queen, and Queen knew what they were going into, so they really pumped up the energy. So it just bounced back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. As we're talking about music here. Is there a band that and not maybe an 80s and not like a low key band, okay? Let's keep that in mind, okay? Is there a band that you just don't understand the appeal of the band?
From the 80s, eh?
No, sorry. No. I don't want like a one-hit wonder band, or even I want like a big famous band that you're just like, I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. I get that you get it, but I don't get it. Like, is there a band? Like, I'll go Rolling Stones. I don't get it. There's an odd song I don't mind, but like the love and the infatuation with the band is I just don't understand.
Yeah, Brody's.
Oh yeah, I know Brody doesn't like Tool. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Stevie Ray Vaughan. That would be a good show. Wow.
Yes.
Opening for Dire Straits. That to me is kind of a difference.
Oh, I'd love to see Dire Straits in concert too. That's something. I would say U2, Akatung Baby came out after. Akatung Baby was after Joshua Tree. Those albums were good. But then when you get into like Lemon or Zoorpa, and stuff, it's kind of like, I see, and I get the AC/DC one too. I'm at the point with AC/DC, I actually just deleted it all off my Apple Music. I can't listen to it anymore. No, I can't. That's a lie. I kept like A Whole Lot of Rosie, and I think Let There Be Rock. But everything else, I can't. I'm done. I don't need to hear Shook Me All Night Long anymore.
Yeah, listening to classic rock stations, yeah.
And that's the thing is, I don't care what I will argue with anybody about when it comes to radio stations. I will take a top 40 radio station over a classic rock station any day. Because in my opinion, classic rock stations are worse because you guys have 40 to 50 years of music to choose from. Mm-hmm. And I don't need to hear the same 4 AC/DC songs. I don't need to hear the same 3 or 4 Van Halen songs.
I don't need to hear Paradise City over and fucking over again. Yes.
Actually, I heard Mr. Brownstone on our radio. That I was like, holy shit. Like, I was Mr. Brownstone. I think me and Brody talked about that once on the other show. And I heard Brownstone on the radio. And I was like, holy crap, Mr. Brownstone is on the radio. But you you have this whole library of music that you can listen to.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of, folk music and like 60s rock aside from the Beatles and Led Zeppelin that was great.
Yeah, and that's the problem. No, and do you think it's really the artist or it's the record label?
When it comes to how radio stations choose the music they play, I don't know.
I don't think the artist gets a choice.
I'd love to know.
But yeah, System, I have to disagree with you, really. I love System. AC/DC, I totally get AC/DC. The AC/DC one is... now, the first... Yeah, that's just it, really. The first 6 or 7. But again, like, I don't need to hear Jailbreak or TNT or High... You know, I don't need to hear those again. You know? Like, Dirty Deeds.
I think John Lennon, for that particular time, it was probably great because the Beatles were huge and then he broke off and did his own thing. It was probably that limited appeal he had. And then when he was assassinated, of course, just like Elvis, artist dies, they explode in popularity. But yeah.
I'm more of a McCartney guy. I like Paul McCartney with Wings. And yeah, I you know,
Live and Let Die is great. It's
a great tune. And the Silly Little Love Songs, what a nice little happy song. It really is. And I'll admit, I did delete my Aerosmith too, because I should have kept Ragdoll, because you don't hear Ragdoll on the radio. But like Ragdoll, I guess Ragdoll would have been 80s, like 89, 91. Get a Grip, like Eat the Rich was a pretty good song. I went through this big thing where I had 4,000 songs on my phone. Because I was like, oh, fuck, it's free. I was checking that, right? And I was just like, you know what? And I deleted, I think I'm down to 2,100 songs now. Oof. And it was so nice because I'm listening to shit that I forgot this was on my phone. And thank goodness, because I'm hearing songs that I want to hear. You know, because a lot of it was, I still had the old mindset of, okay, I'm the DJ, which when we party, like we have our town functions and stuff. With the shop, I bring the speaker and I'm usually the guy. It's my phone on the music, right? And then usually my phone will I just start tossing my phone around here, play something, right? Or choose something. Like now that I have unlimited internet, I can download whatever I want when I want, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, here, what if you want to hear a song, just download it and play it, right? See, and I agree with you there. See, I agree with really right there. Those 3 songs all sound the same.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like little sections, because now you think about it, and I'm thinking about it really. Dude Look Like a Lady, Ragdoll, they sound the same. My favorite Aerosmith song is actually Angel. I can't remember I don't know what album was on. It was on the big ones. That's just their greatest hits album. So I really enjoy, Angel was a good tune.
Dave Grohl, there's this short, probably 3 or 4 minute short clip on YouTube about Dave Grohl talking to Kyle Gass about how to create a hit song, and he references Aerosmith. You start with the chorus, then you have a verse, and then you go to the chorus again, and he's strumming on his guitar. It's great. Everyone should find it. And I like Riley's recommendation for Veterans of the Psych Wars, because there was a lot of great experimental rock and music of that time. And you can especially hear that in movies. Like early 70s, they were doing a lot of experimental sounds in the soundtrack, and it's interesting to hear. Yeah, ZZ Top. Yeah, ZZ Top and AC/DC. After a while, if you listen to all the albums, they start to sound the same. It's like we're going to use the same formula, the same song structure every time.
I've said this before. The appeal to Nirvana, and I know this debate will go on forever and ever and ever, but they were the first quote unquote garage band or grunge band that hit it.
Yeah.
Because you think about what it was all then. It was, hair music and Rat and Poison. And then out comes this fucking music video that's, it was all about girls and the Sunset Strip and dudes that look like chicks, and and now this video comes out where it's just grimy and gross. And everyone always focuses on that. Listen to Grohl come in on those fucking drums. Maybe it wasn't Dave. I think it was Dave by then, because Dave's not the original drummer. But when he comes in, listen to that opening drum. Like, it's like, right? And I agree, really. It was really over, no pun intended, really over. They are overrated. And they're very simple songs. But at the time, that's what they needed.
Jen.
And that's exactly why, bro. Because you look at that Welcome to the Jungle video, Axl looks very feminine with his hair all done up like it's all floofy and stuff like that. But yeah, that's because GNR, they looked like it, but just Axl did. The rest of the guy, I guess Duff sort of did. Yeah, Duff a little bit, but you looked at Slash, it's like, yeah, there's no chick there. I don't look like a woman. Can you think of, okay, so now that we're talking about this, because this was actually a good question, I wanted to ask him. Now this, don't take this, I know this is going to be a band that people, and I know we've already said this, what were we thinking? Think of a band, can you think of a band, and like, I'm not going to say Metallica and Brody will, okay? But look at Limp Bizkit. Look at the first album from Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yuck, Rush. My mother and father don't like Rush either, which is crazy.
Huh.
How raw $3 Bill Y'all was, right? Like, just raw. And I have all that on my list still. That Pollution, Counterfeit, Sour, Stuck, Crunk, like or Clunk. And then you go to Significant Other. And it's like, this is the same band.
Yeah, way more polished sound.
Yeah, and pop. Yeah. Right? It's really what it was. Like, aside from break stuff, and yeah, there were a couple other ones that had some heavy guitar in it. But really, it's like, Breakdown's a great song. Is there another band you can think of? And I know Limp Bizkit, whatever. But that their sound change. Well, the Beatles. But the Beatles really did change too. But other bands that changed that drastically, that was like, is this really the same band? I mean, the Beatles did it. Look what the Beatles did in 9 years.
Oh, yeah. You listen to their first few albums.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're going to Abbey Road with fucking Octopus's Garden, which is my favorite Beatles song, and Yellow Submarine, and Come Together. And, when they first showed in America that she loved you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then to go to,
Well, how about System of a Down? Because you listen to the first album or two of System, and Sugar and Sweet Pea are great songs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then I think it was the album or two after that where they were a bit more polished.
Well, it's like Toxicity was big time. But see, like, if you go, I'll just bring it up here so I get my dates right here. Like, even their covers, like I call it the cover albums, when they did like Snowblind and stuff, Snowblind and Metro. Like, those are heavy, right?
Yeah.
And that's just it, really. I thought they were crap too. Like, it was like this, it was the times pop music. It really was. Mm-hmm. And then they did a bunch of LSD and went, man, we're gonna make some great fucking music now. Like, the White Album? Fuck. That is a great album. First, yeah. And yeah, that is rock. True. Kid Rock did go from rap to country, like full, yeah.
But maybe he wanted to, because I think he's always had an affinity for country. Sugar
Ray was a one too, because they were a punk band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. What the fuck do you know? Shut up.
Yeah, I think Aaron Lewis has always loved country.
He did say that. Yeah, he's always, yeah. And the thing with Goo Goo Dolls were the same way. Before A Boy Named Goo came out, they were like a punk band.
Yeah, Long Way Down sounds way different from Iris. Well, of course, but still.
But even then, you look at the rest of the album. I mean, because Long Way Down is off A Boy Named Goo. So they did everything from A Boy Named Goo forward. What's the one I just saw? Yeah, Sugar. Yeah, Green Machine. Green Machine. That was like their first big one. It was, yeah, fuck that dude from Default. Go back to Default.
Yeah, Dallas Green.
Because he's not bad. I'm not a big new country guy, but when me and Rob went and saw Default, he sounded just like the album. They were awesome. I would recommend if you get the chance, if they decide, which they probably will, if Default tours again, go see Default. They were awesome. They were really, really good. Yeah. I actually have an Irish friend, and I asked him. Yes, Nickelback's sort of new stuff was way heavier too.
Yeah,
Leader of Men, and then
Old Enough.
Yeah, Old Enough. Yeah. My Irish buddy. I asked him, like, were the Cranberries huge over there? Like, it sounds. He's like, they're unbelievably huge in Ireland. He's like, it was a big loss when she died.
Yeah,
like it was major. My favorite, like, I like her Zombie, but I like Dreams by the Cranberries. That's my favorite Cranberry song. Yeah, I really like Dreams. And there's a live version of it. When I think they're in Paris and they do that. It's great watching them do it live.
Yeah, I saw Default around, I want to say the same time, Brody. No, probably 3 or 4 years earlier, but I did see them live, and yeah, they were great.
I gotta make sure I got that fucking song. Ah! Like when you discover you don't have a song, you're like, I gotta download that before I forget. I can't believe I don't have that song. But Fleetwood Mac's Dreams is better than Cranberries' Dreams.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Default and Nickelback were pretty tight at one point.
Yeah, that's probably who you saw him with, maybe, Brody. Taylor Swift. Yeah, she was too. She was major country, and then she's completely pop now.
Yeah.
I like the new Miley stuff, the Rock Miley. I really like Rock Miley. Yeah, her cover of Sweet Jane is an amazing cover.
Yeah, Elvis Costello and Frank Zappa. Zappa was a talented musician.
Yeah, he, again, a guy that does not get the credit he deserves.
Yeah. And
no one talks about him anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, 3 Days. I can't stand 3 Days Grace. I can't. I just... Wah! Wah! That's all I hear when I listen to their fucking music. And I like some whiny shit. And it's just like, that's all I hear. Wah! Wah! Like, fuck. I just can't, I've been on a big Alice in Chains kick lately. Again, just like on repeat. I just can't, like, it's just so awesome. God. No, I got so drunk after Default because that's all I wanted to hear. Sweet. Now that works, I guess. I've never quite understood. I mean, you were younger, Brody, but I see these guys like Chadney, because he's listening right now. When we went to Tool, there was a guy in front of us who headbanged the whole fucking show. And he was just smashing beers. And I was waiting for him to hit his head on the fucking handrail. Where me and Charlie watched this fucking guy, because he was just totally like, wow, 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 wow. And he's just, we're waiting for it to fucking, because he was just like, like, fuck me. And go ahead, sorry.
That's not good for you, doing headbang, because of all that rattling around your brain does against your skull. Definitely not good for you.
No.
Bee Gees.
No.
I don't think so.
I'm not even going to pretend to lie, so. Oh. Excuse me. I always wonder, it always makes me laugh when I see some here. So, I see this thing here. I was looking up Thin Lizzy. I was just the other day, and I just seen how he died, right? And Thin Lizzy, a one-hit wonder. And it's just like, well, maybe in the USA they were one-hit wonders, but not in the rest of the world. And I always find it funny when people say, a one-hit wonder, and then you hear like Kings of Leon. They were huge over in Europe before they hit over here.
Yeah.
It's like, well, just because you think they're one-hit wonders where you are doesn't mean they are in the rest of the world.
Exactly. But one-hit wonder is probably determined by hit singles and then declining sales after that.
See, because to me, a one-hit wonder, yeah, Brody, big time. That's what I was gonna say. Like, they're so Thin Lizzy, like, does not get the love that they deserve. Like to me, a one-hit wonder is like Real to Real. I like to move it. That's a one-hit wonder. You know, look at Thin Lizzy. The Boys Are Back, Jailbreak, Cowboy Song, Whiskey in the Jar, Chinatown. You know, Dancing in the Moonlight. Like, fuck, lots of great songs. It's kind of like Motorhead. Yeah. And it's kind of like Motorhead. You know, it's like, oh, well, they only had the Ace of Spades. Like, bitch, I'm going to punch you in the face.
No, I listened to a little bit of Motorhead today. Brave New World, that's a great song. And you should watch the music video, too. It's pretty good.
Have you watched the Lemmy documentary?
Not yet.
Watch it. It's on YouTube. Watch it. It's great. And just to see, it's so interesting the way the guy lived. You know, but like Damage Case, like Overkill. Oh, the bass, the double kick on Overkill is just, I Could Be Your Sister. You know, their version of Louie Louie was awesome. Louie. Oh man, we gotta go. Yeah. I can't. Fuck.
Counting Crows. Wasn't the lead singer of Counting Crows on Joe Rogan recently?
I don't know, but the first album of Counting Crows is awesome.
Yeah.
Raining in Baltimore. What a great song. Raining in Baltimore, I think it's called. Raining in Baltimore. I'm going to check. August and Everything After. Great album. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I just deleted it because I listened to it a bunch. Like, I wanted a big kick on it. But yeah, Raining in Baltimore, Sullivan Street's a good song. Of course, Mr. Jones. And Around Here there's a version Around Here they did on the Howard Stern show, and it's completely different than the album version. It's so good. He's like dressed in a bunny suit, and yeah, it's great. And Rain King's really good too.
Hanging Around is great.
Yeah, that was a good party tune for us. We listened to shit out of that.
Yes,
that was a great party tune.
Yeah, I remember we were at, I want to say Virginia's Place for when I first heard that song. I swear it was there.
Probably because I'm sure I brought the fucking CDs over there. And It Begins is a really good song too. Yeah. It's amazing, like how songs get lost, if you will. And then you discover them again. And it's just like, it's like hearing it for the first time. Like, oh yeah, I forgot how great this song was.
Yeah. If you don't listen to the music you have regularly, which I don't anymore because I want it to stay fresh with me and great. Mm-hmm. So that's why I go to a lot of crazy music, like death metal.
And that's probably why I deleted a lot of stuff too. It's just like a lot of it was I'd been hearing a lot of, so it's like, yeah, I just got rid of a lot of it. Like I got rid of all my Metallica, like a good chunk of it. I just kept like, you know, like the hits I like that I really, really like the deep cuts. I'm like, I'm getting to the point in my life. It's like, you know what? I don't have to impress anybody with my music shit anymore. Like I don't gotta have the knowledge anymore. I don't, you know, and like I heard people would say, how do you keep lyrics in your head? And, you know, it was almost like a challenge for me to make sure that I knew a ton of songs. Like I'm great at naming that tune, but it's getting to that point where it's like, you know, you don't need to know fucking, you know, the whole fucking B-side of Kill 'Em All, right? Because I mean, at the time, it would never have been on a fucking, you know, name that tune anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, good heartburn. How's your heartburn going? You fix that shit up yet or what?
Yeah, it's gone. All I had to do was stop eating warm and mildly hot food for the most part, because apparently the acid reflux for me, eating warm and hot bacon and sausages. So I still cook that stuff, but I let it cool, then I put it in the fridge so I can still have it. I think it's just the way my stomach interacts with warm and hot food like that, which doesn't really make sense because I still have chicken bone broth every night. The bone broth.
Yeah, you like bone.
I do.
Are you a chicken wing guy? Do you like chicken wings?
Yeah.
What are your favorite kind of chicken wings? When you can partake.
I don't. Well, I haven't been to a bar in years, so I don't really have a preference for a specific kind. But just the store bought. It used to be boneless, skinless chicken breast, but now it's chicken thighs. I'll have chicken wings if they come by, but nothing special. Like the spicy stuff, not really for me.
I like the salt and pepper wings.
Mm.
Just salt and pepper. But yeah, there's nothing better than like Kim does a great barbecue chicken breast on the barbecue. Oh, holy fuck.
Mm.
Like just two of those. Like I only want one, but then it's like, no, you need to put two of those on. So, you know. and you know, Jen, I'm that way again. I've said it dozens of times with 1979 from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. Yep,
You know,
exactly.
yeah, I have these songs that I listen to, and it's just like, wow. Like, and I have songs. There's a song called "Here's Looking at You, Kid," and the lyrics in there, and you guys, I mean, you knew her, Alex, and of course, Jen, you knew her, but it makes me think of Nicole Bernard.
Mm.
You know, I mean, I had the biggest crush on her ever. That was so, Raining of Baltimore. Yeah, God, I know. I love that song. It's so good. But yeah, just the songs that, you know, they just touch you, and it's like, but in a nice way, it's just like, right? Like, it's just,
They touch you with your consent, of course.
well, and so as we were going through the mountains, I downloaded a New City in Color album, and we just happened this song. I don't have it in front of me. It's something about mountains, and we were going through the mountains, and it's raining, and this song is a slow, you know, a City in Color is a slower, like music, and Cole's like, Dad, this is great. We're going through the mountains, and this song is about mountains. You know, like, and he's right. Like, and he'll probably end up remembering that forever, right? So,
yeah, sometimes it's a specific time and place in your life in which a song will have a great impact. And for me, Machine Head by
Thanks,
Bush during one of the dances. Oh man, great.
so hold on, let me hold on, Brody. We as a band, and I know we've done it a couple times, but we do that song. We haven't done it in front of a big group yet. And see, that song even reminds Sarah of Cohen, that song, Mountain of Madness. When we perform that song, I get into it because I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
But when that second verse comes in, and like, breathe in, Deft Dumb Dirty, started to deserve this. I'm like, yeah, right? Like, and that's actually when my bass player really starts fucking just going, because you feed off each other on the stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're up, and there's that, and one of the other songs I'm not gonna say because no one else knows we're doing it. Come Down's an awesome song too.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm watching all my guys, we're practicing, and all our feet are tapping the exact same time.
Yeah.
You know you got a song that's gonna be good, and it's gonna come together awesomely, right? So, okay, so back to Brody's. What was that? I just
Is Supertramp underrated?
Okay, well, no, I want to go back here. Okay, just so because there was a couple there. I believe Supertramp is very underrated, and they don't get the appreciation unless you're listening to that adult, like easy listening music. People don't hear them, right? Which is a fucking shame. Because like Goodbye Stranger, Bloody Right, the whole Good Breakfast in America. It's a great album. That's why it's important, and I try my best when I'm driving and Cole's in the pet tip, or if Cohen is driving, to play him music that he might not have heard, because I want to make sure that he hears this. Like, he loves Zeppelin. I'll get there. I can remember that. I should be writing notes down here. They watch my son play "The Ocean on the Drums" by Zeppelin is awesome. Because there was one time I'm like upstairs, I can hear him talking, and then he start playing. I'm like, what is he doing? Right? So I come down and watch him, right? Because when he would be hyper focused on his drums, he would work on like one or two songs, which is what he should do.
Yes.
So I came down and listened to him play, and then he's like, "How'd that sound, Dad?" I'm like, "It sounded really good." So I came and do it again. So as he's sitting there, for anyone that listens to it, the beginning of the ocean, you hear Bonzo say, "We've done 4 already, and now we're steady." And then they went 1, 2, 3. Well, that's what Colin was doing. He was doing the Bonzo part when Bonzo fucking counted himself in. I thought it was fucking great. Yes, that's the thing. That is one of those things that a lot of first albums is because this is the shit they've been honing for years. And then you get that album that hits. And Cracked Rearview Mirror, like Running with the Devil, Let Her Cry, or Run into the Devil, yeah. And like Time, Let Her Cry, Hold My Hand. Those are great songs.
Yeah, I listened to Let Her Cry recently. Amazing song.
Still great.
Yeah.
And that was, I was gonna say, like Jen, you said every time you hear Lenny Kravitz, I Want to Fly Away. That is, and then they said it in here earlier. The Hootie or Brody just said it. Let Her Cry. Yeah. I think about Nicole all the time when I hear that song. Calm Down's a great. The first 5 songs, I know I can't rat them all off, but even Alien, Ex-Girlfriend. I'm just going on the album. Like everything is Zen.
There's from that album 16 Stone, there's a song that I really want to learn the main guitar for and do that with you and your band. This is just a fantasy I have. It's track 6, Body. I love that song. That's like a little gem nestled in between 2 great big gems.
Hold on, my mother just texted me. I told her what happened at the doctor today earlier on the phone.
Really is just pumping out the good stuff tonight.
Sorry, guys. I just got to text my mom.
That's all right. Take your time.
No. Sarah May, text mom. Tell her I'll call her after. I like Lenny Kravitz again. I like that song again. That reminds me of a girl. Now, I don't know if you ever met her.
If I see a picture, I would know.
Hi. Oh, how are you? I'm good. What comes ahead, Auntie? I'm tired. Okay. I just got off work. So I know you did. Okay. Hey, go to school tomorrow. Yeah, I know you told me. Okay, I love you. Dad, but I didn't tell you all week about you. I know, but I love you. I'm not going to talk about we're on the air right now, so I'm not going to talk about I love you. I will see you. I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay? All right. Sorry, guys.
Brody's pimping Captain Tractor.
Captain Tractor again. Fuck.
Do you have stocks invested or what?
No shit. Yeah, Goodbye's another great song by them. Human Race was an awesome song by Tom Cochran. With Tom Cochran. I'm pretty sure he was he Red Rider when they did Highway? Life is a Highway. I can't remember that album. Round and round and around we go. Where it stops, don't no one know. I think it's number 4 on Mad Mad World. Washed Away. I really like that song. Washed Away was a really, really good song. It obviously is your mission to get them over, Brody, because holy shit. You are just pimping that out, man. Good Lord.
What you should do, Brody, is you should ask the band for permission so you can play a song of theirs at the intro and the outro of your show. And then,
I love you.
Then you'll get them over.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Okay, buddy. What have I listened? I downloaded them on you. Okay, and I know you're not because you're not a pop guy at all. I'm 41 years old. I don't care anymore. I don't. Man, Baby Hit Me One More Time came on that fucking radio, and I was fucking, oh, baby, how was I? I'm like, fuck, download that shit. Fucking Britney, bitch.
You know what? I'll reveal a guilty pleasure of mine.
Love it. I want to hear it.
All right. So y'all remember Hanson?
Yep.
Yep. So I'm not talking about Mbop. That's no.
I've got 2 of their songs.
I don't know if it was the same album or the next album after that, but This Time Around is a great song.
Great song.
In my opinion. Yeah.
I like the song If Only by Hanson. And Penny and Me Tonight. Shit, yeah. Like those 90s tracks come on, you're just like, yeah, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out. It's like, ha! Because she was, before she like did the dirty stuff, when she was like, oh my God, she is a beautiful woman. Man, what else? Remember Scatman?
Yeah.
Scatman. I like that song. Yeah, no, that's. Did anyone else listen to Saskadelphia? Sarah, I'm sure Brody did. Jen,
Maybe Old Man Lissick did.
Well, that was that Tragically Hip EP that they released.
Yeah.
And
Savage Garden is underappreciated. Maybe now, but back in the day, in '96 or so,
they
Savage
were not.
They were gigantic.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that is, I really like that. Actually, thanks, Brody. I'm going to download some of that shit because I really like To the Moon and Back was a good. I like that. If it's for what it is, it's pop. I like listening to some of the Aqua stuff, like Dr. Jones and stuff like that. It's like it was so. You gotta take it for what it is. Anybody that's like, oh, it's so stupid. Blah. We're not talking the fucking Eagles, Hotel California, or fucking, we're not talking like this stuff is like it's fucking pop music. You shut the fuck up, Chadney. Like it's fucking pop music. Love it. Which CD had the orange from the I Loved? What?
Brody, did you fall and hit your head again?
Yeah. Which CD was orange from the I Loved?
Maybe he's saying from them I loved? Oh, which CD was orange? He's mixing up. Which CD from them was orange, which I loved?
Road Apples. Oh, yeah, Savage Garden. Yeah, that's the first one. With like, oh, dude, they were, see, Brody, like, well, how old were you in 98? 99? No, 98 was when they were huge. 98, 97. They were fucking huge. With that, ooh, I want you, what I don't know if I need you. Oh, it's the only part everybody knew is the Chick Cherry Cola. That's all everybody knew was Chick Cola. Yeah, yep. See, that was everybody's fucking wedding song because Uncle Floyd's fucking, yeah, see, Brody, it was big. I think, yeah, 89. Yeah. I fucking, yeah.
At the school dances, the instant that song came on, Truly, Madly, Deeply, you knew who was staying on the floor and who was going off.
Yeah. See, the best part was, and I know you were in this circle, I'm sure Jen probably ended up in the circle a few times, was when they lit the smoke up and everyone would light their cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
Yeah, everyone lit their cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah, like hearing Barbie Girl, it's stupid, but it does cheer me up too, Jen. I'm with you. But I just shake my head and like, okay, all right, you got me. I'm moving on now, but all right.
There's a song called, and it was on, I gotta find it. It's on like a Ritz commercial, and it's like, I just wanna be okay. It's a really happy song, and it's like, I get me in a shitty mood, and that song comes on, I'm like, I feel better now because it just makes you feel better. I liked Prozac, like Sucks to Be You. Yeah.
We were talking about Taylor Swift earlier and her big hit, Shake It Off. I could be in a terrible mood and listen to that, and by the end, I'm up because it's a catchy song.
It is, and I mean, if you listen to the lyrics and if you look at the lyrics, she's basically like, it's basically telling people to fuck off. Like it's 7 a.m. and you're already ragging on me. Like Jesus Christ, guys, come on. Yeah. It's basically it's kind of like when NSYNC did that Dirty Pop, right? That it was supposed to be like a fuck you, like I was supposed to be a angry pop song, and even then it's like, well, it still sounds like you're just having fun, right? I thought you said Smoke Two Joints, or I think Smoke Two Joints by Sublime. I saw him that I don't know if a lot of people have heard. I'm sure most of the people have. Sublime fucking Caress Me Down. Oh, what a great song.
Yeah.
Oh, and caress me down. Oh, Guess that loving sound and it's so fucking.
They've really survived over the years. Like I hear them every single year on the radio. People talk about them. They're still up there.
And considering that he died like before the album even released,
Yeah.
he OD'd.
Yeah.
Like I remember buying that through Columbia Clubhouse, where the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my I think Sarah. I don't even Sarah knew that she had CDs bought in her name. Yeah, I that's how most of my collection was built, really. So, but that's just like when people listen to pop music and they shit on it, like it's pop fucking music. It's supposed to make you feel better, right? It's not like, like if you look, like Alex likes his death metal. I'm more of a rock metal guy, really, like more of like when I'm gonna work out, like I'm not listening to fucking Barbie Girl, I'm gonna be listening to like Pantera or something like that, Metallica, Motorhead. But yeah, if I'm just like in the kitchen doing dishes, I don't want some pop music. I'm fucking, try to make this dreary fucking stuff some fun.
Yeah, there's a time and a place for everything.
I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. No one's gonna know.
Who cares if they do know? Dude, I always get smiles in the garbage truck now because I'm just singing fucking away.
Casey, we stayed on for you, just so you would show up and comment. We are here for you. Now we're going now. Good night, everyone. No, I can't.
Oh, yeah, Casey came back, so.
Thanks for coming back, Casey. How's Frank doing over there?
I see. I can't work out the chick. Chadney is the same way, Brody. He works out to podcast.
I can't do that.
I can't either. I need to be like, I like having the adrenaline going.
Yeah, I like lifting heavy weight and listening to something that makes absolutely no sense to me, like Russian death metal. It sounds exactly the same as Japanese death metal and American death metal. Might as well have Jim Carrey do it.
Okay, I thought you had said that. Fuck you, Chad. You said something about podcasts and working on. I thought you did.
You know what? The internet is forever, so that's how we're going to remember Chad.
Yeah, so fuck you, Chad.
That's podcast.
One of my favorite tunes to work out to is Walk.
Oh, yeah.
By Pantera, yeah, Walk. Yeah, that's one of my...
I love, and I got into this recently, Domination by Pantera, particularly because of the breakdown. I think that's 3 minutes and 49 seconds into the song. That breakdown is awesome. You got to hear that.
Fucking Hostile. I like fucking Hostile is another good one. Yeah, Domination. I'm going to download that right now. Actually, wait, I forgot to download Savage Garden first. Wow. So that is what I like about music these days. That's what, like, the accessibility of music. Because back,
Currently taking flags.
Wow.
Is that even a word, Grundle?
I don't even know if he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Maybe where he lives.
Maybe. But that's why. Oh, Savage Love. Who the fuck? Oh, it's Savage Love. Ah! I bet you it's some fucking doorknob who's just like some rapper. Isn't that how it sounds? 80s country to work out? Oh, you're so boring.
You're such a boomer.
Like, who does that? Oh, I'm gonna play some Savage Garden. Don't do that. We'll get flagged.
And then we will owe Columbia, or no, it's always Warner Music Group, $1 million.
Okay, so that's a good song. That's a good song. That's a good song. Oh, don't play it. That's a good song. I'm doing it again. Sorry. Oh, shake me, make me shake. That's a good song. Nah, don't play it.
Okay, you call it a grundle. Yeah, there are different words for it, and I heard other people on different shows say, yeah, the gooch. Courtney would say that every once in a while.
Courtney was the gooch. Have you seen anything from her?
At some point, I have to assume that she unfriended me, and I have no idea why.
We were friends, and I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah, but I wish her well. I know she's married. And I hope
is she married now? Excellent. I know go ahead.
She's been married for a while. Yeah.
Oh, see,
and that's great.
I don't know what happened to Leslie.
Yeah, me neither. Kelowna, I think, or Penticton, last I heard.
Yeah. Who else is there? Charlotte's married. Her and Kim are still friends.
Charlotte was because
Or was, yeah. I don't know if she still is or not, but
I don't think she is, and I think at some point her ex took over her Facebook because one day I looked and it was someone else's name, so I had to unfriend that.
oh. Who else? I've Susan Hardy.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen Susan for a while.
She has a Twitch stream. I think it's called Sooniverse. I haven't subscribed to it yet. I should though.
Mm. PR to Travis Tritt. All the whiskey, I ain't working anymore. You know, I clown country music, but that's how I did the karaoke contest last year was country fucking music. And I get all these messages, why aren't you doing country? I don't wanna. You know,
I'm not a big country guy, but I like Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, their big song.
Oh, Fishing in the Dark? Who doesn't like
yeah.
Fishing in the Dark? Come on, you can't not like Fishing in the Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tasty. Travis Tritt. Yeah, I do like me some Garth though.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom popped in now. I'll call you when we're done. I thought we talked already, but I'll talk to you anytime, Mom. Bye.
Oh, that was quick.
Bye, boys.
Do you know this person who liked the stream, Beverly Russell?
Yeah, she's a friend.
Oh, that's cool. Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you like stuff? Is Mom gone now? Do you like the pussy? Was that pussy good?
One day we should bombard James's timeline with nothing but that until he caves and either lets us know what it is or finds it.
But I think because I think I've even Googled it and couldn't find it.
Well, he probably, you know how when you hear something and sometimes it doesn't register the same in your brain?
Oh,
That
the
could
Bum
be
Bum.
one.
Because Tom Green never did the way he went with the Bum Bum.
That's true.
And, you know, like, you know, he did the Bum Bum, went all like crazy with the Bum Bum, right? So,
Yeah.
you're welcome, Brody. Thanks for hanging out for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Bum Bum.
Salmon Valley music. I never went to that, unfortunately.
I didn't go to one either, but yeah, I heard they got sideways with, but anyway, we don't need to talk about that. What else is on the agenda, as the kid would say? Burp. I don't know. You got anything else?
Yeah, a peeve of mine that, and this is more of a speech thing, and I don't know why people still do this. When they say such and such thing happened at, let's for the sake of argument, 10 a.m. in the morning. That's redundant. You don't need to say 10 a.m. in the morning because a.m. implies morning. Say one or the other, 10 a.m. or it happened in the morning. We don't need both. We have a.m. and p.m. for a reason. The more you know. Buddy Holly, yeah.
A lot of that 50s is so good. And it's pretty much lost now. Like no one except for maybe the odd person like Brody. Like I mean, I don't even listen to it. But now you say it, you listen to like Rock and Robin, Rock Around the Clock, those kind of songs. You know, people just don't listen to them anymore, right?
Yeah, they're more of an acquired taste at this point.
Most definitely. You know, lead singer of Thin Lizzy was only 36 when he died.
Jesus. If I remember correctly, the guitarist for David Bowie was 25 when he died.
Wow.
Or at least one of them. And Ozzy, maybe I'm thinking of Ozzy Osbourne,
Randy Rhoads.
guitarist.
Randy Rhoads was only 25.
Okay, maybe that was.
Yeah, I believe Randy was only 25. Mr. Rhoads, because I didn't know him on a personal level.
Oof.
So.
No, I'm not into the 24-hour clock. I can go by it, but I prefer the 12 to 12 and then 1 to 12 a.m. and p.m. I'm waiting, hoping. Did Buddy Holly do the Ding-a-ling song?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, sorry. I know that's a no-no to mix those two up.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. Jesus. That'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day that I die. Oh.
Before we go, I'm going to pimp my friend's distillery. So anyone who's in the Grand Prairie, Alberta area, you can go to Broken Oak Distilling Company or brokenoak.ca. It's apparently, I've never been there, so never tried anything there either. Distillery, they sell wine and spirits, and it's a bar, apparently. That's my good childhood friend, Sean Herbert. You go there. Don't tell him I sent you, because if you do, he'll charge you more money. No, I'm kidding. But if you need some wine and spirits, support local, go to Broken Oak. There, I have done my part. Yeah.
Oh, look, there's some new Volbeat songs. That's something. I got nothing to pimp.
No songs?
Oh, I got music. I always got music to pimp. I'm gonna go with Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. And the live version's even better. There's a couple nice guitar solos in there. But yeah, I just Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy.
Nice. I'm going with Southern Australian surf rock. And
I like where this is going.
Yeah. And I found this from a movie. This was the first movie that I presented on the You Missed It podcast. The movie is called SFW from 1994. And the main character was surfing through channels, and he stopped on that song for a moment. And I thought, I love this song. So I went out and found it. It's called Mary Mary by Mantissa. It's great. Great, fast-paced rock. And the music video is pretty good too. I think I want to say it's shot in black and white, but memory serving me incorrectly more and more as time goes on, was probably in color. But it's a good fast-paced song.
Nope. Ow, my eye hurt.
Find it on YouTube.
Fuck YouTube. I mean, I love you, YouTube.
Yeah, that's why we're on YouTube, because fuck YouTube.
Mantissa. Anyway. All right. Whoa, I'm back. All right. Well, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Talked about a lot of good stuff. It's good to get lost in that stuff. Just have an hour and a half of just bullshit. And literally bullshit. And that's what we like about the show, guys. It's time just to rant. And not even rant, but rant in a good way. Talk about life and cool things in life.
Yeah, spending time with good old friends. Chad, Jen, Brody.
Me Mutter.
Casey, and really love seeing those guys. Jesus, who else was here? Tamara showed up for a moment or two.
Dickley.
My cousin Jamie showed up momentarily. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Jolene. Sarah.
Thanks all for coming.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Have to borrow the Hab stuff.
That's fine. As long as it's on your next show, that's all I care about. You choose. I got a beautiful Price jersey you can wear back there. It's got to be the Price. I think I just get to choose, right? What he has to wear.
Of course. That's if that was part of the bet.
No, but I think I should be able to choose. Oh, and yes, thank you, Mr. Labatuk, Jennifer, everybody. Yeah, Tammy is still here. She loves us.
Ryan was here the whole time. I'm sorry.
Actually, it was pretty cool because when Sarah sent me a picture last week, and they were watching me they actually had me on the big TV watching. Well, my niece was watching too. So
wow.
Yeah, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Do you remember that bit for Saturday Night Live? You always seem to remember. Did you watch much Saturday Night Live in the late 90s, early 2000s?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you remember when Jim Brewer played Ross Regbaliagli?
No.
And he was like, because that was a Canadian snowboarder that got pinched for smoking weed and lost his gold medal. And everyone's like,
remember that.
Dude, he was weed. And they interviewing him, and it was Jim Brewer, and they're like, what were you thinking when you went up this half pipe? He's like, I was thinking I need some Doritos. And then he does another move like, what were you doing there? He's like, I was thinking like, might as well be walking on the sun. Blah, blah, blah. And then the Jamaica guy walks in the room. He's like, hey, you got me in trouble. There was no story time with Nick.
Not this time. You know, I don't have it prepared. I created a segment that I wanted to use as the end of a show, but we'll do it next time because I'm not prepared for it. I had this created a while ago. I mean, before the story time with Nick, but I'll save it for next time. So stay tuned.
So you have to come back next week.
Yes. Or watch it at your leisure once it's uploaded.
Yes.
But yeah, this show is basically just, like it says in the description, a show about nothing. Surprised we haven't been sued yet, but why? Why do we need to commit to a specific theme or topic? I'm sure at some point we can do that, but the randomness and bouncing all around, that makes for, I think, more entertainment because you don't know where we're going next, and neither do we, to be honest.
Because yeah, when we like, and I know everybody says this, but it's and I'm sure a lot of the shows are legitimately like that. We usually don't talk about anything before the show. Yeah. Like we'll talk about a few things here or there, and that's usually honestly what we will bang out in the beginning. But like, God, we were talking about shit, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, you know, Thin Lizzy, blah blah blah. Like it was just completely random.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell your friends if they like random shit.
So what I want to know, Tamara, does Quinn like the short or the long intro segment for the story time with Nick? Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's all cringy in the long run. Like I'm sure in 5 years we'll be shaking our heads, but at this point, it's just fun. I don't have anything behind it.
You know what? And you're probably right. Like I guarantee you, like I don't want to go back and watch any of my shows. It's kind of like going back and watching the party tape. It was cringeworthy. And I'm sure it'd be the same thing now, going back and watching any of our shows now. But maybe it might not be as bad because we're just talking, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, how about this then? Even though you don't got a story, can I play the long intro for Story Time with Nick for Quinn? Or do you want to save that?
I can see if I go ahead. Let's see if I can bang it. I'll give her the long version. Maybe I can get it. Nah, just give it to her, and then I'll.
All right, so this will be the second play out for us. So here's the Story Time by Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That is not for young people to listen.
And she is a young person.
Oh no.
She's Chad's
I'm
daughter. Oh fuck. She's seen it her worse. Christ. All right, wrap this bitch up. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, we will be back next Thursday. Thank you all for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Well, at least that makes someone laugh. That's entirely my goal, is entertainment.
And that's the thing, is we're laughing harder. We're laughing off air while this shit is going on. Bye.